Okay, I'm really happy with this one. I can't stop looking at it. Can we just take a little second to appreciate my shirt? Anyways, I've been wanting to make one of these redraw videos for a while now, and I was scrolling through my Procreate and I found this really old drawing that I think was my first drawing ever on Procreate from 2020. I sadly never finished it, and I really remember being like super proud of how this drawing was going, but I think I just lost motivation at some point. And I think around 2021 or like early 2022, I tried to do a little redraw on top of it, and I still wasn't satisfied with how it was looking, so that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be redrawing it with my current style. Let's see if I got any better. Let's get into it. Okay, so first off, I want to start out by pointing out some of the very obvious mistakes that are obvious to me now that weren't then when I was drawing this, that I really want to fix on this new drawing. The anatomy. The first mistake right off the bat is this is not where her jawline should be at all. The mouth extends too far to the left here, and I can see what I was trying to do. I was trying to like match the center of the eye with the corner of the mouth, but the way that this is drawn, the eyes being so far apart and being so big, it makes her look like the Joker basically, which is not the vibe that I was going for. And also I made this part of her head too flat and compared to everything else, so it kind of looks like her head got chopped off. Also, there's just way too much detail going on in the hair. Like, the main focus that was supposed to be for this drawing was supposed to be the face, and there's just way too much going on in the hair that I feel like it's battling for the attention of the viewer from the hair and the eyes and the face and the ginormous lips that just don't fit. So that's something else that I'm gonna fix. So let's just go ahead and start this new drawing. Something else that I think kind of messed me up was I didn't spend as much time on the sketch before jumping into the coloring or shading really with the first drawing from 2020. I feel like I had to do a lot of the figuring out where the proportions were as I was coloring, and that's just not really how I like to do it. I like to have a very, well, not too detailed of a sketch, but at least have everything where it should be beforehand, so I don't have to worry about that on the shading process, because it's already hard enough to render. That's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna make sure that our sketch has everything where it should be, so I don't have to worry about that later. Something I didn't do back then was flip my canvas, and as you can see, this is kind of looking a little awkward, a little wonky right now. One of my #1 tips for beginners, for anyone really, flip your canvas. It's going to be very simple for you to be able to point out your mistakes on your drawing that you can't really see when you're like staring at it for too long. Okay, so far I'm already liking the shape of her face a lot better than the first one or the second one, honestly. So before going into the face, I kind of want to get the shape of the hair down. Is it looking anything like the reference? No. But am I at least more satisfied with it this time around? Yes. And that's all that matters, right? I kind of want to have her ear out this time around, but I'm not sure. What do we think? Ear out? Ear in? I think I'll just stick with the reference. A new little personal thing that I do now to my style is add eyeliner to everything. So I feel like today's a good drawing day. You know, when you want to like sit down to draw, and sometimes it just, even though you keep trying, it looks horrible. And then some other days that I'm like, I'm just gonna sketch today, and it turns out like a masterpiece. Pretty much today. The art is really arting today. I think that looks good, right? She just needs some eyes because she's creeping me out right now. I think that looks good. Does that look good though? My imposter syndrome kicking in. Okay, I'm gonna stop with the sketch because then I'm gonna overwork it and it's gonna be the same thing. So let's just move on to the coloring now. I'm just gonna go with a modified round brush. Start coloring it in. We're gonna start with like a medium-ish shade for everything. So another problem that I realized with the first drawing is I had way too many layers. Depending on the complexity of the drawing, it depends on how many layers I would usually have. I had like more than 10 for something like this easy. I would not have it like this today. Where is the light coming from? Let's see. I think it's coming from this side, from her right side, because this side of her face feels a lot more in shadow than the other side. So let's just push that a little bit more. Okay, so this is what we have so far. I like keeping the sketch part of the final drawing, and if something just doesn't look right, I'll erase a little bit of the sketch, or I'll just lower the opacity and just ending up like merging it with the actual drawing. And I feel like it adds a very nice little touch. It kind of works as a line art basically on some parts. Here I am just blending in so everything looks pretty good. By the way, I'm using my blending brush that comes with my sketchy brush set. You can get the blending brush for free up on my Gumroad if you guys want to check that out, or if you want to get the whole brush set as well. It will be included in my Gumroad on the description below. Love using the blending brush for blending pretty much anything. So let's start adding in those details. I think at this point I'm going to start adding a few more layers to the hair, just because I don't want to mess it up. And if I do, I can just delete that layer and just try it again. I hope so. I can already see myself overworking the hair. And I'm regretting it. I think it looks better. It's definitely a lot more different than it was for the first one. This is definitely a lot more stylized, but I'm actually satisfied how this looks. Obviously it looks nothing like the reference, but I'm pretty proud of it. And I think I did it in just like under 2 hours. So I'm actually pretty proud of this. I feel like now the drawing has a lot more character. It's not just, I mean, it is a pretty face, but it's not, it looks a lot more interesting. And it definitely has better proportions than the first one or the second one. But I feel like it's more interesting to look at. Here we are. I think I used about like 7 layers of this and it looks so much better. Like I'm literally looking at the comparison right now. There's no competition. This is what 3 years of drawing consistently does for you guys. I also haven't had like this much fun drawing hair in a while, and I'm really happy with it. It's giving face. This is beautiful now. Okay, I'm happy. I'm proud of this one. I hope you guys are too. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Did I improve? What would you have done differently? Let me know. And if you like this video, I'm sure you're gonna like this one where I do a little challenge in Procreate that I can only draw on 1 layer with no undo. So go ahead and watch it. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.